Great, you are welcome. So in this episode, we are going to look at how we can create a professional business website using WordPress. It means we are not going to use any form of coding, and it's pretty easy and simple. The website you are seeing at the background was created without any coding, and then another one too, just easy, simple, attractive. So that is what we are going to do. Now, before we move on, I'll say thanks for passing by. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so. If you have subscribed and then you've returned, I will say thumbs up for coming, share with your friends and comment. Good. Now, before you can create a website. Before you can create a website, you need to have a name. So if you look at this website, the name is Surf Prime Concept. When you look at this one too, the name is Run Sapphire. So that is the name. And in website design, we call it domain. We call it domain name. And then once you have the name, you have to register it. When you register it, it will not be visible on the internet. So you have to get a hosting. So you come to Namecheap. I'm using Namecheap. We have other hosting and domain registering companies. I'm using Namecheap. So when you come to Namecheap, you search for the name you want to use. That is your domain. So let's assume that you search for friend.com. You see, it has been registered in 1999. So maybe you can add SI and let's see. So now it is there available in the year. You add it to cart. Now after you've added it, then you come to the hosting. The hosting simply means they are giving you visibility so that everybody anywhere in the world can see it. Now you have the free hosting and the rest, but I will say that select the WordPress hosting. Depending on your budget, you can select any of them. And then when you come here, you see their prices. So you add it to the domain and then you pay using either your credit card or your debit card. So the starter is 1.43 USD per month. Then you pay it in a year. So depending on what you want. Now, if you select the hosting, take note here. Each hosting comes with the storage. So if you select this, you are getting only 10 gigabytes. If you select this, you are getting 50, you are getting 100. So if you know the kind of website, the things you'll be uploading, then I think when you choose this one, it's pretty good. Now, after you've registered and then you have your hosting and everything up and running, then Namecheap or any of the companies will send you details, and then that details you use it to log in. We call it cPanel, control panel. So in the next session, I'll open my cPanel dashboard for you to see how it looks like. Like I said, I'm using Namecheap so that you can take it from there. Great, you're welcome back. So this is our cPanel. Now when you come here at the right side, you see the information concerning your website. You see the domain, you see your IP address, you see the file usage, you see the disk space and everything here. The number of emails you can create, autoresponders and everything is here. Now for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll not go into email. I'll just start straight away. If you want to know how to create email, professional email, like let's say info@friends.com, is pretty easy. Go to my website and then go to my YouTube channel. There's a video on how to create APK downloadable websites. I explained that one in details. So with the email, I talk about autoresponders, I talk about forwarders. So all these are there in the video. That is how to create APK downloadable website. So that one is into details. Now when you come here, you scroll down and then you go to the software installers. We are using Word. Don't forget, we said we are not using coding. So you right click and open it in a new tab. Good. So all these are the websites I've designed. They are all here. So when you come here, you can just click on login and it will take you to your dashboard. So click on install. Now take note, if the website that your domain, this is the domain, ransav.com, right? If you are building the website on the main domain, then you leave this side indirectly blank and you move on. So let me explain this part to you. When you come to this side, home, you can see that you have ransav.com and you have ransavfire-gh. So this one, it was built here. So I put the Ransav Fire underscore gh here, so that will be .com /. So if you don't want it and you want to build it on the main domain, then you leave it. So this one, I'll build it, I'll design it in the directory. So if you have a domain, there's no need for if a laundry. Let's assume that you've added laundry services to your company. You don't have to go and buy domain and register for hosting. No, come to the directory and then put the name over there. So I'll just say South Prime Graphics. Then you come here. What is the site name? Now the description, simply what will people see? So here, so what will I say? I think I have some here. It will not fit, so let's move on to now. When you are done with the left side, come to the right side and you pay attention here, the admin name. What name are you going to use? So I'll just say South, and then you put in a password you can remember. It's very, very important. Password you can remember, else you will end up not being able to log in into your portal. Now here, admin@transserve.com. So this email, when you send a message, it will go. Make sure you put in the domain that you purchased, this email. You will create it first, don't forget. Then you come to this side, it will send a message that WordPress has been installed successfully. So let me put info@SouthPrime. Then you click on install. So it will tell you 3 to 4 minutes, but it depends on the fastness of your internet. It can take less than that. Congratulations, so it has been installed successfully. Now the email that we put there, it will send a notification. Now you see, we move from here, the cPanel, to WordPress. So now if you want to log in to our dashboard where we will be using WordPress, we are not going to the cPanel again. We are going to WordPress backend. So for you to get that one, that is where the email you put, the username and the password you put in comes in. So let's open this in a new tab. Good. So you can see that the name I was telling you, the description, you see South Prime Graphics, and then it says South Prime Graphics and Web Design Agency. So see, that's the name, and then the description will come. So you don't want name cheap. It is giving us it wants to give us a template so that we can build it, but you don't need it. So either you click on exit launch or you can delete. So we are not interested in this. We are not going to use this Namecheap assistance. Let's go to the dashboard. Good. So now welcome to WordPress. So if you want to access this backend, what you have to do is that when we were installing the WordPress, the username and the password, you use it. Now for you to come here easily, you copy this URL and then you paste it. So you paste it, then you add the username, I say South, and then the password. So if you want to access this, just copy the link, paste it in your browser, the name and the password, and then it will bring you here. Okay, so congratulations, the first part is ready. Now we've installed the WordPress. We are not going to the cPanel again. We will come here and then we build our website. So it has given us some basic things we don't need. Let's visit the site. So you see the name is there, South Prime Graphics and Web Design Agency, Modern Advertising Agency. So that is the description. Now this is the website. It doesn't look good, trust me, it's not nice, but at the end of the day we will design it for you to be more nicer than these two that you are seeing. Good. So let's go to the dashboard. We don't want any post or whatsoever, so we are going to delete everything. We only have one post. Click here, move to trash, apply. Then let's go to pages. We only have move to trash. Then the trash, you go there and you delete permanently, apply. Then let's go to plugin. What are plugins? Plugins helps the website to run smoothly. See, all these things are plugins, but because we are not going to use them, let's delete them. Let's deactivate them first. Then you select all, you delete, so that when you install your own, you have the freedom to install them and then nothing will disturb you. Good. So now everything is gone. We don't have anything. So in the next session, we are going to bring in our theme and look at the plugins that will help us build a very nice website. Great, you're welcome. Now let's come to appearance. Let's click on theme. Now with the theme, we have search install themes. We want to add new. So let's search for the theme. Let me say this Astral. Then let's click on install. You can preview it. Let's install it. Activate. So when you install and then you activate, it will be active on your website. So when you come to the front end is what the viewers will see. So this is how it looks like. Nothing is there, don't worry, very soon. And then here is the back end, what you the one developing the website, you put there for people. Now let's go. Once we have our theme, remember we deleted all plugins, so let's go to plugins, install another plugin that will help us make the work easy. So let's click on add starter templates. Good. So whilst you are searching it, it will be giving you. So this is the plugin we are using. Starter template, Elementor, WordPress, and then PV Builder. Click on install now. You wait patiently, then you activate it. Great. So let's go back our dashboard. Good. So the starter template, it is telling us let's get started. Now we have the AI. You can use the AI, but for now I don't want us to use the AI. Let's concentrate on how we can build it. When you understand the concept and then you use the AI, you will know how to edit it. So let's come here to the appearance and then let's go to starter template. Great. So when you click on the starter template, like I said, let's ignore the AI for now. I have a video on it I'll upload. So here, make sure you come up here and select Elementor. Good. So when you select the Elementor, all these templates are there. Then you go through and the one you like, let me quickly select one so that we can move on faster. Alright, so I think I'll choose this one, the mountain. Now you can see that we have premium. So the premium means that it's a paid template, you can't use it. But trust me, the free ones are even better. So let's go to the mountain. Then if you want to see how it looks like, just click on this, and then when you click on the about us, so you can actually look at preview how everything looks like, so that if you want it, you just select it. If you don't want it, you ignore it. But for the sake of time, let me use this. So when you select it, you click on continue. Now you skip these ones. Tell us a little about yourself, it's not important. So this one will be selected automatically, and then you click on submit and build my website. Now you wait patiently for the site to be created for you. Congratulations, now the site is now ready. So let's click on view, and then let's click here and go to the dashboard. So back to our dashboard again, then our front end. So this is how our website looks like. You see, very easy and simple, but we are going to customize it for it to look professional. Now Safran Concept Graphic and Web Design, powered by Safran Concept and Web Design Agency. It has made things simple for you. So the down part here, that is the footer area. Up here, that is the body, and then we have the header. Good. So let's go to our dashboard, then let's start editing it right away. So let's come here. We are editing the home page. Now it's very important to note that the home page is, let's say, the reception. So make sure that you design it very well. So let's click with edit with Elementor. Let's open it in a new tab so that we can actually come and then see what is happening. So let me delete, close this. Good. So here, all that you have to do is just, if you want to change this background image, it's simple. Click on the three dots, the 6 dots here, and then when you click on it, you come to the style, not now, then you choose the image. So these are the pictures in our library. Let's upload. I have some picture I will choose here. So you click and drag. If it turns blue, you just drop it, it will upload for you. Always make sure you give it a name. The name is very important. It helps in the analysis, that is the SEO and other search. So make sure you give it a name. But for now, Let me just type something small. Make sure you give it a complete. Then select. Great. So you've realized that it has inserted. Now very nice. Now let's see. Let's do some small settings. Good. So you can see that though the picture has been inserted, that is not the full picture. So for you to have the full picture, whilst you are there, come here, the position, you see top center. Let's select center and see. Now if you realize that center, the table and all of them, their faces are showing. Or you can come to the display size and select contain. So contain, everything will show. So that is the entire picture. That is the entire picture. So that is how you can use to adjust how the picture looks like. Now we have here the hover. We can select dynamic and then you select a color. Let's select black, so that when you hover the mouse on it, it will change. But at this time we are not going to use any hover. So let me click on clear. So that is how you can do it. So that is the first step. Now the second step, let's move on to the test. Now let's say create your website. You put the name there. Now this description here, you can delete it. Just select and delete all. It's not important. Now if the writings, they are too big, see header here, you can change them. Let's select 2. No, I think the 1 will be okay. So we are done. Now we have this services. When you click on the services, it means that you are supposed to link this one to your services page. So all you have to do is type the services and then it will pop up. So you click on it. It means when they click on this one, it will send them to the services page. Now let's go to the about us. The same thing, about us. You just type and then it will bring it up, about us page. Here we have the bar here, the button. So let's go to the star. Okay, so let's say medium. It was on large. Okay, so let's leave it like the large, like that. And then when you are done, you click on the update, border type, solid, border width, border color, border radius. So here there's no radius, so let me put in 15 and see. Good. So you see this one, because it has been linked, when you put the 50, it has affected and it has given it a circle edge, making it very nice. So just go through this. If you don't like it, you change it. Then you hit on update. So when you go to our website, our front end here, you realize that this is how it looks like. So you see, it has given you a very beautiful front end. Now let's move on to the editing again. So we are done here, the services. So from this side going, I want to introduce you to this. You can see that maybe this template that you downloaded, we don't want these services. Don't worry. So I'm going to teach you how you take a particular services from one template and insert it in another, and how you can take a page from another template and insert it. Stay tuned. Good, you are welcome back. So here we will not come to services. About us must come first. So let's scroll down and see there's no about us here. Good. So let's click on this and then let's use the starter template. So this one we are not using a page. Let's use blog. So the blog, I want us to look for about us. For it to be easier, let's search about us. Then it will bring us samples of the about us. I think let's go for this one. Then let's import it. Import. Good. So you can see that the about us has now imported. So now you realize that, let me close this one. You realize that there's a space here. When you click on this particular one, there's a space here. We didn't bring the space. So you come to star. That is where we have the padding and the margin. So you see, the padding simply means the inside space. So you can see here we have this shape, the space that you have here, and the margin is this. So you see the margin, it is selected auto. We don't have anything because when you come to this one, let's go to the advanced. So they added a button padding here. So that is how, if you want to add, let me demonstrate for you to see what I'm saying. So that is the margin, the space, and then the padding is here in spaces. So let me top padding, let me say 50. You see, in space, and then the margin is 14. Let me select 50. So you see, that is how you use it. So if you want to adjust anything, you can use the padding and the margin. The margin is the outside space, padding is the inside space. Good. So here, let's edit it first. This one, I don't want any stock image, so let me delete it, remove it. Now let's go to contents and then about us. So you can change it to header 1, then you put the content there. So here, let me change the picture. Let me see if I have a picture I want to use. For the sake of time, let me leave it so that we can finish on time. So you change the picture. Caption, you can add a caption. Then if you have a link, you can put the link there so that when they click on it, it will take them to, let's say, the about us page. So you can put it. This one, if you don't want it, just clean it, delete it. So let me go to home and copy and click on the about us, and then I'll copy and then come and put it here, so that when they click on this one, it will send them to the about us page. Now let's come to the services. The services too, if you don't want it, let's click on this. Let's click here. Let's use blog. Then let's search for services. I think I'll go for this. So you wait, the import will be active. Then you import it. So the services has been imported. Then all you have to do is you edit it. Don't forget that these services, when you edit them, you have to put in a URL, a link, so that when they click on this link, it will send them to that particular services. So that is it. When you click on it, you see the link is here. Now we don't want this particular services, okay? So we can delete it from here. Let's click and delete it. Amazing things for you is not important. Now you can see that here there is no space. So let's go to the margin. It is the padding, but we don't have margin. So let's put top. Let me unlink this so that I'll put, let's say 50, or let me say 100. Yeah. Now call to action. What do you want them to do? So the contacts, you put in a link. Then let's say contact us. It will link you to the contact us page. Don't forget that we can change this. When you go to the advanced, the padding and everything is here. You can change it. The style too, you can change it when you increase it, like we did the first one. Good. Okay, so with our services that we have added using the block, we can also animate it. You can see that we are not animating it. We can also animate it. So let me animate our services. You click on the sales dot here, come to advanced, then we have motion. So entrance, let me select zoom in. Good. Now the speed, let's say slow. Good. So you can also animate it. Now our home page, at least we have to showcase some of our work in a form of pictures. So we can click on this. We click here. If you want to add a space, we have a space adjust, then you can control. So yeah, that is it. Now this particular one, if you don't want this one and you want to add another one, let's say, let's look for blog and search for portfolio. So these are samples of portfolios. So my work, another one is here depending on the theme. And then you can also search for gallery. You can also use gallery, but for the sake of time, let me select this, check my work, import, and then it has been inserted. So if you want to edit, you click on it, you change, you click on this, you change. Then the pictures, and you click here, you change them. So you can delete and then add another one. Pretty easy and simple. So that is here too, you can animate the gallery, your portfolio. Let's go to advanced and then motion, entrance. Let's say no, this one is not nice. Let me say tada and see. Okay, not bad, slow. Okay, so here too we can, now because of that we can also delete this one. Now the call to action button. So we are done. What is this? Let me close this. So we are done with the home page. Now let's assume that this home page, you want to use it, you like it, you want to use it for subsequent designs. It's pretty easy and simple. So I'm going to undo. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can save it as a template. Now you click on this arrow here and then you say save as template. Now you give it a name, so let's say home, then you save it. So now this home page has been saved as a template. So when you come to your library, my template, it is there, home. Now let me close it. So now that everything is set, let's click on update. Now everything that we are doing is PC, laptop or desktop. What about phone? So let's come to this side and click on this, and then let's select mobile phone. Wow, so you can see that our website looks great on PC, but on phone it's not all that good, especially our services. So what happened is that when you click on the our services and then this particular side displays, let's go to layout. So pardon, once the phone is here, whatever adjustment we make, it is only on phone. So let's see, that one too is not bad, you can see. Now let me see where we can adjust it. Okay, portfolio too is not bad, call to action. So let's assume that the portfolio, you want to adjust it, we can adjust it the width, because the phone is there, whatever we are doing, it will not affect the desktop, it will only affect our phone. So that is how you do it. When you style, you can see that we have the image color. So whatever you do here, because the phone is there, it will only affect the phone, and then when you go to the desktop, it will not affect it. So that is how you can adjust the design to suit whether laptop or desktop. Great. So quickly, let's go to how we can edit the about us page. So let me delete this and then it will take us to our home page. Good. So let's click on the about us. Now this about us page, we will change few things. So let's click with edit with Elementor. Great. So you click here to change the background image, then you come to the style, you change it, you know that one already. Now we can also animate this one. This you can change it about us. Header, you can change that one too. We have the style, if you want to put it anywhere you can change it. Text color is there, the fonts, if you want to add stroke, shadow, blend mode, normal, multiply, see is dark, so you can see. Now let's come here, let's assume that from here you see about us, just like that, no picture, nothing. So let's click on this, let's click on the plus, let's go here. This time we are going to pages, and the pages we are going to we are going to bring in a page from another template. Now we've talked about, I've used block. So let's go down and click on this spa. So let's go to the About Us and see. So you can see that the About Us of this bar looks great. See, it has some work done, meet our team, and then testimonial too is there. So let's click on import templates. So you can see that even though we are using a theme that we selected, we are bringing in a page from one particular theme, blending it with this one, taking a block from one particular and bringing it. So that is how we blend the two. So we can either delete this one or we can delete this one, any of them. So let me maintain the first one. Let's click this and then let me delete this one. Okay, so now About Us, you just click to edit. You click to edit. If you don't like this one, just delete it, that's all. So when you click here, there are 3 images. You select your own and you insert it. So when you come here, that is the things that you do. Put some there. You can also put your mission and vision statements here, just like it is somewhere here. Yes, mission and vision statements, you can put it there. Now this is a video. If you don't have a video to show, you can delete it. Then you just click and you edit. Pretty easy and cool. Meet our team, so your team is there, and then this one will be testimonials. Then you can edit it and you are good to go. So it's pretty easy and simple, bringing in different themes from different pages. So that is it. Now let's add another page. Now you know how to. Okay, so this is the video that it is there. You just delete it if you don't have a video, and I'm not sure I will need it, so let me delete it. Now let me insert something here, an image. Let's click here. Okay, let me use media carousel, something that will help us move faster. Good. So this one, you just click on it, select the image, and then you are good to go. So let me select this. Number 2, let me select this. They are up to 5. Wow, there are plenty. So if you have these things, it makes your site look nicer. See, let's assume that you have products you are selling, then it will be moving just like that. So your team, you just edit and put whatever you're supposed to put there, testimonial, and you are good to go. So I don't want this established in this raw thing. I don't want it. Then so let's put our mission statement right after the About Us here. So let's, or we can even leave it here. It doesn't change anything. So that is how you can bring in part of a page to your existing page and then bring in a block. So let me update it. Great. So if you come to the About Us page here, you can see that now it has changed. Now going forward, let's see About Us again. I think we will end with the About Us and let's go to the services. So let me delete this. Now when you come here, we have history. So the history, it tells you what you've done, the thing you've just done. So you can undo everything here, and then that is the action. Then revisions, that is the one you've done, let's say about a week ago or a day ago. So that is the history. You can undo everything. Now let's come to the last one here. You can change the title, so About Us, and then it is published. You can also say draft or private. That is the status of the page. You can also allow comments and what have you. Let's update it. All right, so we are good to go. Let's go to the services. Then after the services, we will look at how we can add a page and create a menu. Okay, so you can see that the About Us, it has added it. This particular we didn't change because we only changed the name here. Let's go to the services. The services too is not the one I like, so let's go to edit with Elementor. So basically you can change everything without using any coding. So you can see that from here we brought another page, added a block, using a page and all those things. I don't like this. So all that I have to do is let me click on this and go to the template that we use. So this one, I want a page. So let me go to this same and see the services. Let me see if the services is all right. Let's go down and see. Okay, so 1 2 3, this is not bad. Okay, yeah, I think this one is cool. So let me import it. Great. So you can see that our services, I can delete this particular one from there and then take this one from there, so that this one will start from the top straight away. So our services, spa center, we are not using spa center, so I will say that marketing agency. You can change this, you can the style, you can also add animation to it. Entrance, let me select fade in, it's too fast, let me say slow. Great. So here, when you are editing this, you see this is the die chart. You put your graphic design, then here you put in something little about graphic design. You come to this one to you put in something little about it, just like that. So it depends on what you are doing. Now let's go to style, advanced. So these are the things we have to do. So we have the book now. So with this particular service, you know that we are supposed to create a page for each of these services, because maybe the graphic design have detailed the explanations or something to show. When it comes to website design, have something to show. Then it means that you have to go to your pages. So you come to this side, then you create a page for each service. So you go to add a new page. Let me say graphic. Then let me click on edit with Elementor. So let's come to the settings and change this. Graphic design. It is say let's publish it. Now featured image, for the sake of time, let me select any, update it. So with the page, let's go to this template and look for a page for graphic design. So you can see that here, though we selected the theme, we are just missing themes and blocks to get what we want. It's pretty easy and simple. I want a theme that we can use for graphic design because we are only going to show pictures and things that we've done. So let me use this custom printing. Let me see. Let me go to the home. Okay, good. This is not bad. It's not bad at all. Great. So let's install the plugin and import. All right. So our theme the page that we imported for the graphic design, it has now come. So you just put in your stuff just like that. And here our featured products. Now they used a plugin to put pictures here. We cannot edit it because they made it in the form of a code. So it means that we have to delete that one, and then we can insert pictures here, our own pictures, by clicking on this and bringing it. So pretty easy and cool. Another one too, let's delete it. Our happy client. So the graphic design, you can edit everything here, then you change their pictures as well. So these are the companies they've worked for. If you don't have any company, delete it, and then you are good to go. So let me publish this. I actually created this one for a purpose. Let me click on the view. Let me delete the preview from there. Great. So when people click on the graphic design, this is how it will be. Now let's copy this and then go to edit services. Remember, I told you that here you can create a page for each of the services. Now you have created a page for graphic design. So where are we going to put it? If you don't like this one, it's simple. All that we have to do is right click and select delete. Now let's hold this for and then click and drag it. Come and add it here. So we can let's delete the graphic design. Let's delete everything. It's now blank. Let's delete it. Good. So let's put the graphic design here. Now the page, we want them to read more, so we will tell them, we say read more. Now the page that we did, we copy the link, you put it here, then you update it. So when they click on this, it will send them to the graphic design page that we created it. That one we call it in-page linking. We are linking it. It's internal linking. The same thing. So if you don't have a page, let's assume that what you are doing, you don't need to create a page, then you can just edit it here. Simple like that. And you can put this one, let's say book now or call now. Then you are good to go. So when we go to our home page and we come here, you realize that we don't have the graphic design page here. So we are going to add it to the menu. That will lead us to how we can create a menu. But as we are done and go to our dashboard, we are going to look at how we can create a menu. Now you go to appearance, you click on menu. Now you can see that these are the menus that they have created. We want to bring our own menu, so we can just come here and click create a new menu. We can decide to delete it or it's no importance. Let's create it. So what are we creating? Primary menu. Now this same menu, you can use it at the footer. So you create, so you see it, it will come on top. Oh, I did not select a name, so let's say main menu. This name will not appear. Great. See, here is inactive. As soon as the menu is created, it will be active. Great. So now let's add the pages. So this is recent. We have all pages. So home page, about us. So you see we have graphic design here, portfolio. So let me add the services. Let me add the graphic design. Let me add the contact us. Let me add the portfolio. Then let me say add to menu. So these are our menu. Save. Alright, now let's go to our home page. Let's click on this, refresh. Now you see that you have about us, contact, graphic design, portfolio, services. But we don't want the graphic design to be a menu item. We want it to be under services because it is a service. So we just come here, drag this one and bring it like this. Click on save. And then when you come and you refresh it, you realize that here we have a sub menu known as the graphic design. A sub menu which is the graphic design, and then this was what we selected for the graphic design page, the services page. So when you click here, that is the services. If you don't want it, and then you click on the graphic design, it will send us to the graphic design page. So that is the difference, how you can create a page and link them, menu and sub menu item. Great. So we are almost done. Now let's come to where's our home page, edit with Elementor. Now you see when you come here, you see that we have the footer, we have the mountain, that is the logo, we have the about us, we have the connect. These things we don't need them, but we can't edit them. We can't edit them here. So what we have to do is that we have to go back to our dashboard and locate something we call widget, and the widget is under the appearance. So when you come here, see we have footer 1, that is where we have the about us, this one about us. Now if you don't want this one, it's a matter of you clicking here and say delete. So it means that the footer 1, nothing will be there. Footer 2, that is connect with us, home, about us, services. But you see what is there, so you have to connect with us. Then let's select main menu. So when you select the main menu, it will reflect. Now 3, so you see home, about us. Now when you come to the 3, this is where we have the logo. So let's replace this. I don't have any logo uploaded, so let's use this. And then you put in the link. You see that it has given you the format. If you start with www, it will never pick it. So here the link, maybe you can select the home page link and use it. So let me start from here, copy. Now let's come to the location, then So you select it. Now when you are done, you leave it. Now you come to, so I think that is all. Connect about us and this. Let's go to the, let's update it and then refresh the page and see if everything okay saved. Let's go to the home. Now let's delete this and click on this. So let's go down. So you see logo, Adenta, and then connect with us. Now add widget. Why we deleted it? We didn't add anything. I think that's number 2 or so. We deleted it. We didn't add anything. So we can add something. Let's assume that you have post. You can add a post, or if you have portfolio, you can add it. Anything you want to add, you can search it here. If you have social media icons too, so let's say social icons, you put them there, and then once you select it, will give you a pop-up for you to add the icons. Click to add. So Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Skype. Now when you add all this, you come and click on it and then add a link. So each of them you click on it and add a link. After that you click on this. So I think I copied the link for the home page. Yes, so you just click on, then it has been activated. So let's save it and then come and then refresh it. So you see, because this was the only thing we added the link, that's why it is here. The rest are there but no link. Let's go up there and see. We have this logo here. Let me go to theme. There's the theme option. If you can't see it, click on the, okay, so the theme option is here, Astra. Let's go to customize. Let me go to the global. So global, we have the fonts. You can change the font. Container, this is the where you put the picture, the image, the way you want it to be. Then the button, so you can change the button colors here, and the layout, how it should be, primary and secondary. Then if you enable scroll top, you realize that when you go down, you will see it, that scroll top. Then you are saying display on both mobile and desktop. So let's click here and you see it is down here, scroll top, and then position is right. You can change it and bring it here. The size 15, you can increase it. So let's say 15. That is there. Now let's come to block editor. This one is not important. Let's come here, header. So you can see that we have site title and logo. Now this is the logo, but we don't have logo, so let's remove it. Let's remove this one also. So the retina is the logo you will see here. You see here, this one, the company logo is there, so that is it. Now site title in line with logo and site title. So if you check it, it will be there. Tagline, site icon, we don't have. That's what I. So the logo is here. Primary menu here, and then the button take action. See this take action. So let's assume you don't want to take action. Call us now. Then you put a link there. If you don't put the link, it's not going to work. So what I would say is that instead of saying call us now, you can say WhatsApp us. Then you generate a link, WhatsApp link for your contact, and put it here so that it will work perfectly. So let's see on phone or on tablet how it will look like. Now let's come to the design and see if we can. The header ties, and this is premium features. So we are done with this button. You can also close it, please. You can close it. Footer, let's see. So the footer is here. We can edit. Now I see current year, current underscore year. So it means that if you do that, there's no need to bring this 2024, because it means each year you have to come and edit it. But when this one is there, it will pick the year automatically. So that is it. Now what about this area? Let's click edit. Social icons, we can delete it. Facebook, we don't want to see this, so we can delete them and put them here depending on what you want to do. We're almost done. So we have the social, we don't want to see it. We have the widget 2, which is the one we edited over there, and 3. Copyright, I've explained that the point is there. So here too, you can put a link. Okay, so let's assume that site title, we want to put a link here. You just select the particular, you see, copyright, then you put the link there, so that when you click on it and the people go to the website, it will give them the options. When they put the mouse on it, it will change like this one, and then they are good to go to where you want them to go depending on. So you can see our website is now, we have eliminated this one from there. Then let's add our own. So this is header builder. We don't have logo. Let's go to site title. It's too long. Don't forget, you have to publish it. So when you come to our home and we refresh it, this one will no longer be there. The mountain. Great. So now you can see that this is a company or a business website that we created. You can use the same approach. You can even use the same theme and build a blog. Yes, all that I have to do is when you come there, you change the home, you go to other websites, you keep on changing to suit what you want to do. That is all. So let's assume that you want to add a product, like something like e-commerce. Is here. There's a product display, say e-commerce. So we have digital products, we have beauty product store. You can add this to your website and people will see the products you have. So all that you have is install it. I'm sure this one is a premium feature, that's why it is giving me other things. So everything you want, just follow the tutorial, go through it step by step, make an appointment. Now you can see that here the form is not showing, right? It's always important that you check everything. So if it is not showing, then new form, or we can select the form from here, contact form, and then it's supposed to appear. Good, then it has appeared correctly. If it did not appear, then we have to go to our dashboard. Let me update it. And then you come to form builder and you create the form that you want to create. So let me say template. Everything you want to do, you come to your dashboard, you see all of them there. Let's assume you want to upload pictures, plenty. You don't want to be uploading them one by one. Just come to media. When you click on it, you can select upload all your pictures. And then when you are doing the editing, you won't have any problem. So you see simple contact us, newsletter, automobile information, a whole lot of things you can. This is the pro type, and this one is a free, you can use it. Great. So in this episode I want to let you know how you can create a portfolio. You can't create a website without a portfolio, something nice and then good. So that is what we are going to do. It's pretty easy and simple. Now this website that we are creating is it's a digital marketing company. So you can't tell me that they don't have any products to show. So that is what we are going to go through, and it's pretty easy and simple. Welcome back. Now you know that whatever you want to do in website design, most of them it depends on plugins. So you go to plugin, then you search for this particular plugin, WP Zoom Portfolio, then you install it. You have to activate it. But now you should know that after installing any plugin, you need to activate it. With that one being installed, you go back to your dashboard. So on your dashboard, you locate portfolio. That is the portfolio we installed and you activate it. So when you click on it, it will bring you to this interface. It will tell you to add portfolio. In your case, there will be nothing there. So click add new. Good. So when it opens like this, this is the title of the portfolio. So here I will say students work. That is how you want to call your work. Now you come to this side, you pay attention here. We are going to insert pictures. So you click on this arrow here, this plus sign, add block, then you select gallery. So when the gallery opens, you click on media library. I told you that earlier on that you should upload all your pictures on your media library so that will be easy. So these are the pictures we are going to upload. These are designs done by my online learners, very beautiful designs. So if you are interested, you can just sign up, complete course on graphic design. All right, so these are the pictures that I've uploaded, 30. Now when you select all, you come to create library. So here you can reorder them, rearrange. Let's assume that the way it has been arranged, you don't want it. You can rearrange them by dragging and then sending them. So let's do rearrangements. Now when you are satisfied, you go to insert gallery. So the pictures will be inserted for you. Now by default, it has given us 3 columns. If you don't want the 3 columns, come to the right side here. Before that, you have to select all. So you click not on the picture but in between the lines so that this side will be active. Let me click outside. You see, nothing is there. Click here. Good. It says 3 columns. So if you don't want anyone to, if you want it to be 4:2, you can. So depending on what you want, if you want it to be 5:2, you can get it. All right. So I think 4 is okay. Now the resolution. Do you want it to be large? Let's select medium. Good. Now link. You don't want to link to anything, you can link it. Down, let's go to, we have to add, we call something featured image. I'm sure by now you know the image that will show. So that will come to portfolio post. Then let's select featured image. So I think so you select one of the pictures that you want to use. You click on add. So this is our featured image. Now when you are done, you click on publish, then publish again so that it will be live. So that is the first set. Now you have added the portfolio. All right, so now that we've added, let's look at the categories. You go to the portfolio, you select categories. Now the categories simply means the pictures that you want to show. What names are you giving to them? You have to group them. So I have my own here: creative design, labels, professional logo, students work, and what have you. So let me say training. When you type, you leave the slug, it will add it automatically. So you click on add and you realize that it has been added to your categories. So that is how you add categories. Now let's go to portfolio items. So these are our portfolio items. See the one we created just now. Now let's go to layout. So the layout simply means, now I've talked about the portfolio, that's why I've added the items here. Now let's go to the layout, how you want it to be, how you want it to appear. Now I have added one already. Let me click on add. So you can have many layouts as you want. Now because we have the items, that is why here we have these things here. If hadn't been that we started this one earlier on, there's no way we will have anything here. So click outside here. Now pay attention. You click inside here within the layout. See, we have some pop-ups here. These are settings. Now it says shortcode. This shortcode, let's copy it. This is the code we are going to paste in the pages we want to show the portfolio. So it's very, very important. Now let's come to the filter. There's nothing much to do. Now you realize that we have the categories here. So let's go to layout. Now layout, we have overlay. You can change it to masonry. So how you want it to be. So that is how it will look like. You can also change it to columns. So you see, that is how it will look like. Whatever way you want. So let me overlay. I have the masonry already. So let me select the overlay and then let me make it 4. Then the column gaps, you see they are close to each other. So let me give it a little spacing here so that it will not be close to. Then you can show all button, but that one is so important. View all button. See here, I don't want to show that one. Now let's go to the fields. Show thumbnail. All these are settings. You see, nothing is there. It will only be the categories, but we want them to see. All right, so we are done. Then the last setting, open it in a light box. So these are the settings you use to adjust your portfolio, the layout. Now let's give it a name. What name did we select? We said overlay. So I will not say overlay. I will say that portfolio style 2. Now let's click on publish again. So here we are done with our portfolio. If you have a lot of things, you just upload them. We are going to add them, or you want the portfolio to appear on our front, our home page. Our home page. You remember our home page initially I use pictures. Now we want to showcase this. And then how did we get the code? You click here and then you copy this code. So let's go to our front end and then insert the code so that this portfolio will show. So you can see that you have the masonry, you have the style too. You can have as many as you want. Now, before we do that, you see this portfolio that we created, it is on the portfolio plugin. So we need a page that we will say portfolio page. So let's go to page and then create a page and call it portfolio. You see here, I have one here, but I won't use this one. This is all small. I'll use another one. That one, I'll make it all caps. And then it's important that your pages, it should run through. If you are using all caps for the home, for everything, make sure you use all caps. If you are using capitalized initial letter, that one too is fine. Don't mix them. So for the purpose of you knowing the difference, so portfolio. Now this is the page. So what do you want to type for them to see? You can say that have a look at our work or whatever you want to do. So let me say paragraph. Have a look at some our finest work. All right, so that is let me bold it. Now let's come here again. Let's publish this page. Publish. So let's view this page and see what is there. Now you realize that portfolio, have a look at some of our finest work, but there's nothing here. Good, there's nothing here because we did not bring in, this is a page. What we did here was on the portfolio plugin. So we are now going to link this portfolio, the pictures we've uploaded, which is on the portfolio plugin, onto the page we created. So let's go back here again, click on this, and then let's say or we can use shortcode, and then we will paste the portfolio shortcode here. Now let's update it. So now it says page is live. So let's right click and then, oh, there is no need. Let's refresh this one and see. Great. So you see it has come. So this is the portfolio page. So what we are going to do is that this page, we are going to send the link we copied and then insert it on our home page. But you realize that this page, we didn't put any featured image there, the portfolio. So let's insert a featured image. Let's pick, because it's a portfolio, let's select something that is nice and catchy. Okay, I think I like this design. Then insert. So we have our portfolio. Let's update it. So now that we have portfolio item, we have created the categories, which is here. We've selected the layout, and then the layout, it helps us to copy the link. Now the link we copied, we are going to insert it on our home page. So let's click here and set visit site. So when we come here, great, so you realize that everything is popping up nicely. I have inserted it, but I'll still insert it for you to know how you're supposed to do it. So let's click on edit with Elementor whilst we are waiting for the Elementor to finish loading. Now when you download and then you activated this Zoom portfolio, come to the view details here. It will help you for you to know how to get the code that you can share on a page. So when you come here and then you read through, it will give you the assistance on how you can share it. It's very, very important. Else you'll be struggling on how to do it. So you see portfolio code and all those things. It will help you how it works. The same thing applies to most of the plugins. When you download and you don't know how to use it, when you come to the details, they will give you details apart from the videos that you have watched. Then it also helps you to know how to go about things. So I'm sure now the Elementor is ready. Great. So let's come down here and delete this portfolio from here. This was what we did initially. Check out our latest work. So let me delete this one also. So here, let me delete all, clear, and then let me delete it. Good. So we want to insert our own. So let's select text editor and put it here. And this text editor, let's bring it down. Great. So The thing that we wrote, let's say have a look at our work. This is a text editor, but we are not going to put any text there. We are just going to insert the code over there. You can either use the text editor or you can use the short code. When you click on this one like this, we have a short code. You can search it, short code. This one you can use it, or you can use the text editor. So you can see that as soon as you insert it, it has come. So that is how we insert a portfolio. We create the categories done and everything. So we've updated it. Let's go to our home page. Let's view our site. Now you see, when you click on view, you realize that it has this preview there. Just delete it so that it will be devoid of anything. Then you see the site proper. So let's scroll down. Great, the animation that we added. But this portfolio, it did not come with any animation because it didn't add any animation. Don't forget, check my latest work. It's the tada that we selected initially. Now let's go back, and then you see there is a space here. The space is too wide. So let's come here. Either we added the space. Yes, we added the space. The spaces are too many. Don't forget that you go and then you check the padding and the margin. Great, so we are done. Let me add the animation to this. Advanced, let's go to motion, entrance. Let's select zoom in and make it slow. It should be slow. Great. So our website is now up and running. We talked about the footer earlier on. So that is how we can create a portfolio and integrate it into our website to make it look more professional. So when we refresh it and then we wait for it to load, whilst this is coming, then this one too is coming. And then realize that when you hover your mouse on it, this one is automatic. The plugin does it. So let's click on this. If someone want to see it, let's look at how it looks like. Great. So you see, we selected 4 and then we selected space. So students work, that was the name of the page, and then the one who uploaded it. You remember SAF, that is the name we selected when we were installing the WordPress at our cPanel. Good. So basically that is how we insert portfolio. We've talked about menus, so there's no need for us to talk about menu again. The last thing I want to show you is how we can have our social media handle. That one too is a plugin. Stay close and then watch that one. Great. So now in this episode, this is what I want to show you, how you can add social media icons so that wherever the people are on your website, if they feel like sharing something, they can quickly do so. So this is a plugin. Now you go to the plugin, you look for this particular plugin, social sharing plugin, that is Sassy Social Share. Then you install, you activate. Then when you activate, you go to your dashboard, you follow these settings. See, if you increase it, the bottom too will be increased. Now do you want it square? You follow it. You want it to be at the bottom, so you rather that. You can see that the 44 will let you know, right? So you follow these settings. Then when you finish, you save this. So when you save it and then you go to your pages, you realize that it will appear nicely. So if let's assume that you don't want this one, you can still go to the plugin, search for another social sharing, you install. Make sure you deactivate this one so that you do away with unnecessary plugins. Now we are looking at how you can add a blog to our website. Don't forget that you can create a website that is fully for blog posts, but this one is a website you want to add blog to it. So I have created a page, but you realize that nothing is here. So I click on edit and then I'm going to use Elementor. So what I did was that I went in for a particular page from a website. You know how you do it. I don't want this one, so let me delete all this. So I'm going in again. Now I'm going to look for a blog post. I just wanted to have something like this so that it will look nice, so it will not be about us to be blog. So you realize that you can fuse in anything. Let me look for a blog. Then in that blog page, I'll delete everything and leave the post structure how it is being done. And then we are done. We just edit like we normally edit. So I want to use childcare blog. Let me click on it. Now let me select the home. So you realize that this home, I like this particular portion, the featured article. That is the reason why I'm coming for this. So I'll install the required plugin and import the page. But when I have finished, I'll delete the top ones here. I don't need it because we already have one. That is nicer. So our childcare has been imported. Now you realize that because we did not save the first one, we did not update it, it has brought this particular one down here. But that is not what I wanted. So all that I have to do is I'll delete this from there. Then I will not need this. I prefer the featured article. Okay, so recent topics, what they say. I don't like this theme, so I'll delete it. Let me delete all. So the things that you don't need, just delete them. So there's one here. Let's delete that one. This is what I want, the featured article. But I think I've deleted one that I need. Let me go to undo. Yes, this particular one. So you just drag this one and then you send it to the top and then you get what you want. So that is how you can, let me update it. You can bring in a blog post. Then let's go to menu. You realize that the blog is not part of our menu. So let's click on add and then automatically the blog has been added. So when we come here, as it is loading, once it's done, you will see the blog here. Great. So when you click on it, it will take. Now the last thing I want us to do is clean up your site. What is clean up? Clean up simply means you have copied template from different websites, you've used blog and other things. So definitely you might have plugin that is not relevant. You are having pages that you are not using. So you go to your pages. Let's go to our dashboard pages. You go to pages, then you go through my account page. This one is so important. So you send a checkout, you don't need it. The card, the shop, refund policy. So realize that the pages that we were copying, some of them, they were having these things. You move them. The same way you go to post. Let's assume that you brought in some, like the blog I'm saying. Post 2, you go there, you clean up. Then you go to plugins. All the inactive plugins you deactivate and you delete them so that your website can run smoothly. So guys, thanks for watching. This is how I will draw the curtains here. So our website is now ready. From home page, the about us, then you talk about contact us, portfolio, services, creating menu and blog. One last thing, I almost forgot. You realize that some of the website, they have map integration, Google map integration. It's pretty easy and cool. So let me go to the home page. I think home page we don't have map. Yes, let's integrate it here. So let's quickly click on edit with Elementor. So you make sure you do the clean up and it makes the website looks great. Let's assume that you've built it for a client. If you don't do the cleanup, what it means is that if you are not careful, something might pop up and the person will ask you, what is this thing? Because it's not part of my company. So to avoid those things, just make sure you clean up. So let's go and look for map. You just drag it and then leave it. Always make sure the map is the last one. So it is here. Now the name is London. So let's change it wherever you are. You make sure you enter with comma. Great. Now you can zoom in, you can control the height if you want it to be that big, and then the zoom in, whatever you want the thing to be. We have the style, we have the hover, we have the transition duration and all those things. We have the advanced, where you can control the margin. You realize that it is too small, you can increase it, and then what have you. So we are done. Our map is now ready. It's pretty easy and simple. Let me reduce it more, and that is it, guys. We are done with our website design. Trust me, if someone is to do this job for you, you will pay money that will cost you hundreds of dollars or any amount depending on your currency. But if you learn how to do it, trust me, having the hosting, if you're a small business and you don't need much space, you can spend less than 500 or 400 and you get it done. But if someone is taking his or her time, trust me, it will be in thousands of any currency you are using. So thanks for passing by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, click the notification so that you will not miss my subsequent videos. Now I will make the AI website design so that you know how to do the two. Either you go manually or you use the AI. Don't forget that even with the AI, you have to do some small modification. Yes. So thanks for watching, guys. Our website is now ready.